Welcome to Upside Down Shark Radio, the premier pop culture podcast. Expect musings, musical interludes, memes, and more. Here are your hosts, Craig and Paul.
Pepsi Max and the Oreos are ready. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 14 of Upside Down Shark Radio. I am one of your hosts, Craig, no nickname. I am joined this week for this two-man show by Mr. 5% attendance, all good Paul Wood.
5% attendance?
5%, so since Christmas, what were you on, one episode? You were on last week, so obviously I wasn't.
Yeah, I missed the first one of the year.
But Tom was like, he's 100%-ish now. And I was like, that's not the way it works. If you miss one, you go down even further, right? So
I got to start at the bottom now.
I just started from the bottom, work way to the top, like Drake. How have you been? This is the first time I've seen you this year.
Yeah.
Over halfway now. We are in the throes of January, some would say.
Yeah, it's far enough into January that you can't say Happy New Year to people anymore. So.
I shouldn't have said it to you when I came in. I was like, Happy New Year, how's your Christmas been?
Yeah.
Like,
almost 3 weeks into January.
Look, I got a George Foreman and I've just got a kettle. I'm becoming a very an adult now. That's what it was like. Right?
Yeah.
What's it like being an adult in this year of 2018?
It's the same as it was last year, pretty much. To be honest, not much has changed. I'm just a grown-up 6-year-old.
Do your washing? Yeah, but who has to do your washing?
I do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're an adult now.
I've got a dishwasher though.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. But you're not allowed to mention her name. Oh, I love women. I'm not sexist. I'm just make really bad jokes.
So, what have you been up to, Chris?
I've been off work. I had an eye stroke.
An eye stroke?
Yes, an eye stroke. Which apparently happens to 70-year-olds. And when they said that, I just started laughing because I'm 26. I'm not 70. So, if you look at a light, you look away and you blink.
You get a dot.
Yeah, you get a dot. I've just constantly had this dot, which is turned into sometimes a slash, sometimes a bigger dot, sometimes a smaller dot.
Are you sure it's not Morse code?
It's my body's trying to tell me something. Yeah. Which happened from a blood clot in my eye.
Oh man!
On the artery branch.
The artery branch.
I'm going to an eye doctor and a stroke doctor at this point in time. Neither of which can tell me how it's going to be solved or what I can do. I've been on blood thinners and haven't drank since last year at this point, which makes my New Year's and my Christmas very droll when everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
And they said, good thing it was on the artery branch, because if it was the main artery, you would have just gone blind. I was like, damn. Great! Because it happened just when I was at work lifting a box up and just like that. Just have it. I thought I had some of my glasses.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But I could still see, and the eye it's in is my good eye.
That must have been trippy.
Just start blinking, and then I thought there was something in my glasses, and I just must have cleaned my glasses 3 times. I'm like, Craig, you're an idiot. There's actually something on your eye. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So can you see it when you try and sleep at night and stuff?
It's mostly the light is worse for it than the dark. I found.
Okay.
If in the darkness, it just pretty much fades in with the eye, but
yeah.
I took the dog for a walk one day, and that's when it played up even worse, and I could see it in my whole eye. And
oh man,
yeah,
like a dark cloud.
So I've been told not to lift anything, not to do anything. So I've just been at home consuming pop culture stuff.
What have you been consuming?
This is good hosting from us both, isn't it? I am an Amazon Prime member. I think lots of people are at this point.
So you've been watching the Grand Tour.
Insert tumbleweed. I got 2. Did I get 2 episodes? I think I watched 1 episode of that, and it's just not. I was never a big Top Gear fan anyway.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing with it. It's Top Gear.
This is them off the chain sort of thing.
Yeah, it's Top Gear with the Amazon's budget.
Yeah, so they're allowed to swear and spend loads of money on ridiculous stuff and stuff like that.
And destroy a $1.2 billion car.
Yeah, and have Jeremy Clarkson on my Amazon Alexa for some reason. Yeah. So I have Amazon Prime, and there's this thing called Prime Reading. Have you heard of this?
I have not.
Prime Reading is... There's a list of books, and you can take out 10 at a time.
Okay.
And you can put them back whenever you want, or to get more and stuff like that. But they're all free for you to read.
Okay.
So I took advantage of this by reading loads of graphic novels.
It's like an online library.
Yeah, because they have Kindle Unlimited, which is a monthly subscription. But Prime Reading is just like, here's an extra benefit because you're a Prime reader.
Okay.
Some free books for you to read.
Oh, fair.
So first Harry Potter's on there, if that's what people are inclined to do.
I can't say I'm a fan of Harry Potter, but
Harry Potter.
I expect if you are, it would come in handy.
Yes. So I read. They had Planet Hulk, the Planet Hulk prelude. Jesus Christ, and the World War Hulk, which is I think almost 1,000 pages in total.
Yep.
And I got through all of that.
Nice.
And Hulk's a good character when he's written correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the forefront, big green man, angry, but those books, they know how to characterise him, and he's more than just that. And
they explore when they actually explore the depths of him, as opposed to a big angry smashy man.
Big angry smashy man, yes. And I can see why Thor Ragnarok might have taken inspiration from it.
Yeah.
And why Marvel might not have gone with a whole Hulk film because of contracts and stuff like that, but still.
I still didn't need to see his butt.
You don't want a bit of that Hulk ass.
It still haunts me.
Oh god! To this day,
it's been months.
You're gonna watch it again. I
still get flashbacks.
And what is it gonna be like? When you buy it and watch it again?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like when you're a kid and there's a sex scene in a film and you're really awkward watching it with your parents? You're gonna like look at your other half and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, God.
Pretty much. Yeah, it'll be an awkward.
I think the Hulk's arse fits in with the tone of the film.
It does.
If it was in the middle of the Avengers or like the Incredible Hulk film with Edward Norton, then it might be a bit,
like just the first Avengers movie where obviously none of his clothes fit and anything. He ends up back in the Like, you imagine if he ends up jumping and scrolling down a building, just bare ass Hulk.
That Hulk dong, just flangling about.
Flapping in the wind.
Oh, nice. That's an Elton John song, isn't it? I've read a lot. I got on Goodreads, which is a social network for book readers. I want to read 26 books this year. If you read graphic novels, that helps a lot because you just easy to do. Justice League versus Suicide Squad, complete. Just you think in the end they're going to team up. Obviously, that sort of thing. Sort of twists it. Recommend it. It was part of the Rebirth saga, and it's good. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. It's the one with Tony Stark joins the Guardians in space. Also very good.
Yeah. With that one, has it got the retconned version of Star-Lord or the original?
It is... What's the retconned one?
The newer one, like the Chris Pratt style.
It is Chris Pratt style, but his dad is... He's called Star-Lord because he's the prince of whatever cosmic place he's from. Yeah. And his dad... He's got daddy issues more than the film version.
Yeah. No, because the original series...
I've read a bit of that.
Yeah, it's he's a lot more almost like a grizzled vet. He's less sarcastic.
He doesn't
and
look
fun-loving.
Anything like him, and he's the one I read as well. He wasn't even main. There was about 7 or 8 members in the Guardians, and he was, near the back. So.
Yeah, it was only when the movie was announced that they retconned the character entirely to fit the movie. I would say it's probably the retcon version I read then. Not as bad as Green Lantern, who still looks a bit like Ryan Reynolds, that one. But they changed that recently as well. What? I said luckily.
Now there's a girl and boy Green Lantern.
Yeah?
Yeah. Which you can read that in Justice League versus Suicide Squad. I also read Batman Zero Year, which was part of the DC Rebirth as well.
Yep. 0 Year was good.
It was good. You read it?
I have read 0
yes.
Year.
Because obviously it's the retelling of when Bruce Wayne came back to Gotham.
Yeah. The entire New 52 is basically the retelling of the older stories, just in a timeline as opposed to random points.
Yes. So like obviously they allude to I fell down the well. Oh, there's bats, but they still like everyone knows that at this point. So the writers were just like, no one really. When he came back, no one really has made a decent story about that. Or this one really. Yeah, you could see because he's a younger Bruce Wayne, just learning about what he should do and stuff like that. And Alfred being savage as well. Yeah,
he really is.
And I liked the Red Hood stuff.
Yeah,
the new Joker origin was very well played.
Yeah, it was very like where it starts off. He's a comedian that's just not making it.
Yep. And then it ends up as a story being about the Riddler, which is a really good character.
Yeah,
and I look forward to seeing him, whoever plays him in the live action version. But that because all we've seen is Jim Carrey, pretty much.
We've had Jim Carrey's Riddler,
which was basically him wearing pajamas, right?
Essentially, yeah.
There was never a suit. There's never been like a serious Riddler.
No.
If you think about the Christopher Nolan trilogy, he would have fit in fabulously there, wouldn't he?
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the Arkham games, the Riddler from Arkham Knight it's literally just a guy in a vest and a Hawaiian shirt.
Yes, it is. And he has the budget for robots and 400 Riddler trophies somehow.
Dotted about the city, as well as elaborate racetracks under the city.
Yes, which I also played Arkham Knight. Because I've been sat down and I missed last week, I'm writing down stuff I've done. Completed Assassin's Creed Origins. I completed Tekken 7 and story mode and platinumed it. Did Batman Arkham Knight, and then I also watched Jupiter Rising on Netflix. That's what I've done. Any questions?
No, I've played it and seen basically everything you just said there.
You've seen Jupiter Rising?
I haven't, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis.
Is it like Jupiter Ascending? Is that
what it's called?
I think so.
Okay, well then the film stuck with you that much. I couldn't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I remember seeing trailers for it, but I never actually got around to watching that.
Apparently, it was not very well received by critics, but received a cult following by female science fiction fans.
Okay.
Very strange, I thought, because it was more of a softer sci-fi. It's more of like me and my girlfriend both said it was a weird film.
Yeah.
And I think it's got the allure of Channing Tatum being there and just, posing for the camera a lot of the time.
Yeah. It's standard Channing Tatum.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, come on now. He plays Superman in Lego Batman, I'll have you know. Brilliant role. Paul, what have you been doing?
In between work, not a great deal, in all honesty.
Juggling life.
Yeah, juggling life.
I rattled off 10 minutes, Paul.
You did?
Give me 10 seconds, come on.
No, I mean, I've been a busy man. Like, I've been obviously working...
at the retail outlet.
At the retail outlet at which I work.
You are pretty much the owner, so, you're the local businessman.
Yep.
And that takes up a lot of your time, one would presume.
Yeah, it does take up quite a lot of the time. But, I mean, I have got one bit of news that I haven't told you.
You got a baby on the way. Woohoo! Yeah, he's pregnant, folks.
No, a bit bigger than that.
Okay. A bit bigger?
Bit bigger.
Okay.
Just bought a house.
Wow. Okay. Is it near here?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, look at you.
Yeah. So, we've had the offer accepted and everything.
Nice.
Waiting for the paperwork to go through.
A nice 5-bed terrace.
Not quite 5-bed.
Oh, cool.
But it's a nice little starter home.
Starter home? Already thinking bigger.
You got to think. You got to grow your investment.
A house is like a girlfriend. You get them to do this stuff and then, train them up higher and higher.
Although unlike a girlfriend, the next one needs to be bigger.
Ah, they're very nice. Sound really sexist this episode. don't know what's up, right?
Listen to previous
Love
episodes. We love women. Like,
Yes.
we support women. We're all about
Yes.
strong female.
It's just Tom told us we had to hit this tone of the episode today, and he said, I'll be here, I'll tell you what you need to say, and he gave us the time and he's not here, so
Yeah.
we just have to go on what Tom said we had to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm happy. We talked about being an adult, and you've actually bought a house. So,
Yeah. Like proper adult.
Proper adult. When did you move?
I don't know yet. It's
don't?
still depending on paperwork and solicitors, etc.
Adult stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, fees on fees on fees.
Yeah, all the expenses.
Great. Send them to Tom at the Upside Down Shark account. He'll take care of them. Mr. Numbers.
He loves numbers.
He does love numbers. Should we go for a break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, okay. This week's song of the week is
it's called Follow, and it's by Barbie Sailors.
Yes. So also Tom told us to say this. Right. This is he's the music man, and he said this is the song of the week. So without further ado, let's take a listen.
Let's have a listen.
Will you follow me when the sky starts to change? Yeah, we won't be afraid. We'll never be the same again.
That was Follow by Barbie Sailors.
Yep, it's available on iTunes and Spotify. If you liked it, go check it out. Give them a listen to the rest of the stuff that they do and show them some love.
Also, if you are so inclined, look at their video on YouTube because it is very bizarre.
It is a bit weird.
It subverts your expectations, and then there's some things that are just plain bizarre about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say bizarre again. Bizarre.
Bizarre.
Getting kill switch and games in vibes, would you say?
Yeah,
you know, there's
yeah.
you know, back guitar. That's a good ringtone there. If you want to cut that, use that as my ringtone.
I would suggest it.
Okay. But yes, I would recommend that song. It's good.
Yeah, I definitely liked it. I've checked out a couple of their other tracks already, and yeah, I can say I'm a fan.
Barbie Sailors.
Barbie Sailors.
Weird name though. You got to admit. What's happened in the news this week, Paul?
News has been a little bit dry this week, I think.
Dry.
Dry?
Like if you get a dry tongue from eating cardboard. Segway. Craigway. Why did I mention cardboard, Paul?
Because of the announcement of the Nintendo. Is it Labo?
Lobo, like the villain in DC Comics.
Yeah. Who they retcon terribly.
Because they don't actually say it. Oh, just Labo. Amiibo.
Yeah.
Labo.
Labo?
Labo.
Nintendo Labo.
Nintendo Labo.
Nintendo Labo.
Ah, I like that. Labo. Lenore. How bad... Oh, damn. Edit that out. How bad... Oh, no, that's the one I'm trying to get rid of. How insane was that video announcement?
Yeah, it was a bit weird. Like, at first, it was just they brought out this cardboard net box. And
there with the keyboard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, what is going on? And then he just started dismantling a switch and inserting it.
What's going on here? And... yeah.
And then there's a fishing rod and a motorbike.
Because there's been all this talk about, you know, Metroid Prime 4 and all these rumours and stuff. They did a Nintendo Mini Direct last week and they were just like, Donkey Kong, Dark Souls, nothing else.
Yeah.
And now they came up with this and it is, you create cardboard stuff.
Yeah.
You buy the game, it comes with cardboard and some software. And you make creations out of it.
Yeah, you make a little house and a fishing rod and a
fishing rod,
a backpack,
the robot thing.
Yeah, and a backpack that turns you into a Ghostbuster. And
what was the VR goggle ones?
Yeah,
as well?
where you're like basically a transformer.
Yeah, so it's what it does is it takes the technology in the Switch, like what are the Joy-Cons?
Yep.
And you put them in cardboard. And somehow the motions that you're doing, because the Joy-Cons are in there, it knows in the game that you're doing them. Yeah. So it can pick that up and move what you're doing in real life into the game.
Yeah.
So on the robot, I think the Joy-Con was sticking out of the top of the backpack.
I think so, yeah.
And he had another one in his hand.
Yeah.
And as he was moving...
certain motions, like you turn into a car. And
it's so bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be weird.
So last year was the year of the loot crate.
Yep.
This year is the cardboard crate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those. Do you just use your own cardboard to make stuff, or do you have to buy these? Or can you print templates?
I think you buy everything in the pack, and it comes in the pack.
Because there was a lot of different things in there.
Yeah.
Like that they showed in the trailer. So I don't know if later on you have to buy another pack for like fishing.
There was, from what I saw, there's 2 different software with 2 packs of stuff in.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really... bamboozled. I'm looking forward to it. But it's really out of left field. Like,
yeah, it's different. I'll give them that.
Yeah, it is very different. It's nice to see different and creativity, especially, you know, when Xbox and PlayStation seem to just be one-upping each other, and Nintendo's over here like, we're going to play with cardboard.
Yeah.
And
the kids love cardboard boxes.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And, yeah, it should be good. I can't wait for the Labo Amiibo with Solid Snake there. No, don't get a Metal Gear reference.
I can't say I've ever played Metal Gear.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. Right. On Twitter, just it was announced and everyone was doing their best cardboard memes straight away.
Okay.
So, yes. What else have we got to talk about this week? Do you mind if I go and turn the light on?
No, feel free.
Okay. Keep talking.
Cool. I mean, this week, obviously, the last couple of weeks, Star Trek Discovery has returned. From its mid-season break over the Christmas period.
Yep.
Even Netflix seems to have mid-season break.
But if they've already filmed all the episodes, that seems. Maybe they want people to talk about it. I don't know.
Possibly, but
isn't it shown on CBS Interactive in America?
Oh yeah, it's possible.
So it might be
I know. I know Netflix had they had a deal that they paid. I think it was something like £100 million per episode or something.
And they're just like, CBS, how are you going to show it in UK? Come on.
So no, it's back. It's
good.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. Where they've come back at the end of the pre-mid-season break.
Mm-hmm.
They something went wrong with the drive that they use, and they managed to skip between dimensions.
Nice.
So they're in a parallel dimension right now.
Okay, good storyline.
Parallel universe. Obviously, Star Trek's dabbled with parallel universes in the past, even the original series.
Yep. It's a good go-to storyline in Star Trek.
Yeah, transporter malfunctions and stuff.
Yep.
No, but one of my favourite things about this one is that in the parallel universe they're in, the humans, they never founded Starfleet.
Okay.
They decided that anything that wasn't human deserved to die, and they were going to take over. So they are basically the Klingon Empire.
They are this world we live in right now.
Yeah, they are the Klingon Empire, and everyone else banded together against them. That's probably Tom.
Okay.
Bear with me 1 second. I shall let him in.
He says this, Tom, but could it be someone else? He said he was waiting for some post earlier. Could it now be the postman? What was Paul buying for the postman to deliver? He's got some weird stuff. Maybe he's got another Nerf gun. Did Paul buy another Nerf gun from the postman?
It was Tom.
Oh.
Disappointing.
Or was it? We'll never know. So I trailed off from Star Trek Discovery.
Yes.
But you're saying it's good enough to go back?
Yes, yeah, it's definitely good enough to go back. And the other thing I very much appreciate, there's been quite a bit of fan service in this new one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've been like little kickbacks to like the original series and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In the latest episode, Sarek, Spock's father, shows up again.
Okay.
He's been in it a few times before. But because it's an alternate reality, like Spock did in the original, Sarek has a beard.
That's the alternative. That's how you know.
Yeah, that's how Star Trek displays an alternate reality.
That's like, have you seen the South Park episode where they have the kids from an alternate reality and they have the moustaches?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a Community, the Darkest Timeline. Everyone from the Darkest Timeline has a stick-on beard.
Or Futurama, everything's just a little bit different. Like Professor has sew marks on his head.
Yeah.
Zoidberg's a different colour.
Yeah.
Bender's golden, you know. But you're saying that's a good storyline?
Yes, yeah, it's very interesting.
So I on the same Star Trek vibe, I watched first episode of Orville, and it was very bizarre. Like,
it is.
Have you seen it?
I've seen the whole series.
The whole series. So is it good enough to keep going?
Yes, I've very much enjoyed the Orville.
Because the first episode, like, there's some light jokes in there, but it really felt like Star Trek.
Yeah,
like,
it literally, it feels like you're watching Star Trek, only some of the reactions that they have to certain situations are more based in like a genuine reaction more than a we have to survive kind of reaction.
Yeah, like in Star Trek, in the first episode, Seth MacFarlane's girlfriend cheats on him with an alien.
Yep.
And he's like, what the? And then the alien spurts stuff onto his face.
Yeah.
And like, you wouldn't get that in Star Trek.
No.
But
no, it's I very much like the Orville. And it keeps that feeling all the way through. Like that alien that she cheats on him with shows up in a later episode as well.
Of course he does. Of course, yes. Yeah, it's a good time for sci-fi.
Yeah, it's a very good time.
Because if you don't like Star Trek Discovery, Orville is still there.
Yes.
Like, that is really similar to Next Generation.
Yeah,
really
very,
similar.
very much.
Should we wrap this one up, or should we keep going? What say you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much a catch up from both of us. Like,
Yeah.
obviously Tom's just turned up, so
But he's not allowed on the mic. Because he's,
it'd be weird for continuity if he just shows up in the last 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, and also he's not really here. That was really the postman. What you got? Any plans for next week or anything?
No, mainly just like I said, arranging, moving stuff, and that's going to take up quite a bit of my time. Obviously,
If you need a hand, give me a call. I've got a car.
I appreciate the help.
Yeah. That's all right, buddy. Old pal.
No heavy lifting though.
Yeah, that's true for me. No heavy lifting. Don't want another blood clot in my eye.
No.
I swear, when I move out, though, right, I've helped at least 7 people move out in my life. When I move, I'm gonna just sit back and do nothing, and I'm gonna get everyone to come and help me. Right?
You minions.
Yes.
Move my house 6 inches.
Here is all my crap. Please don't drop it and take it away. Oh god, I'm probably gonna watch Downsized, that new Matt Damon film.
I have heard of that.
You seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer. For
Yeah,
that.
it looks really weird.
It does. It looks very strange, but at the same time, it looks pretty good.
It's weird sci-fi-ish plot taking place in a real world. So
Yeah. Very Orville.
very over. Yeah, this looks exactly like something I can't put my finger on. Well, then I guess until next time, I have been Craig,
I'm still Paul.
and this has been probably the shortest episode we've done so far. Goodbye.
See you later, guys.
Hey guys, what's going on?